Guess what, folks? Today, we not finna overthink or overtalk. I'm finna show you guys just how easy it is to make. Listen to this. Look, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the best Southern-style pinto beans out there. Now, why do I say it's the best? Listen, if you come in here and look at these ingredients, it's not a whole lot, and people tend to overthink it. Now, if you come on in right here, you can see I got my beans. Look, they already been pre-soaked. I did them last night, you know what I mean? Filled them up right after I cleaned, washed, picked through, got rid of rocks. Didn't even find none really. 2 inches above, right? Saran wrap, left them on the counter overnight. Come in today, you see all of the bubbles and all of that. Hey, listen, they call it the musical fruit. Hey, them bubbles will work in your stomach. Now, look, check this out. Now, this right here, we're gonna use turkey. This is turkey wing. You know, turkey wings, normally I use what, drumsticks, whatever. Use whatever you can find, whatever product, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get away from using the pork so much, you know what I mean? So turkey is like a great option, right? So I call that the FLA, and this right here will be the VOR. Look, this right here, this combination right here, this is the flavor, folks. Now, look, I'm using 33% low sodium chicken broth. You know what I mean? We use salt if we need to wake it up. Listen, we're gonna turn it up with a little bit of this black pepper. And then we got an onion. Listen, onion, real simple. Cut it down into 6 chunks, and then we got it chopped, right? Bay leaf, garlic powder. This time I'm gonna do it right here on, you know, I don't have a whole lot of cooking, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my, you know, my pot, right? Real simple, Dutch oven. Hey, I feel like I'm over talking, let's get it. Okay, so look, real simple, folks. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and add my wings, right? We'll just put them in the inside right here. Broth. Okay, and now we add some water. Then we're gonna add our garlic powder. I'm gonna add my bay leaf in just a minute, but right now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this down. You know what I mean? Like I told you before, you know what? Sometimes it's easier for you guys to do this. Look, I'll leave this on there before I even peel it. You know what I mean? If I just go ahead and give it a cut, right? Look, when you cut it, sometimes it make it a little bit easier. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it down one more time. We'll start with this, with just in quarters. I'm gonna cut them down again, but now I'm gonna peel. All right, now we just add our onions. So what we doing, folks, is we building layers of flavor. Now, before I put these bay leaves in, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna bring this up to a boil. I just set it on high. I'm gonna put this top on. I'm gonna probably wait. I'll just go ahead and put them in now. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put them in now. Look, we wanna bring it up to a boil, and then I'm gonna let it simmer. We wanna get that turkey meat, you know what I mean, to just like soften up just a little bit. All we do is add this, and then we simmer for 1 hour. Okay, so look, we got a little simmer going. That's good. Now, I'm just gonna take this, move this around, because we did put that garlic powder in there, right? You can see, look at this. Look, all of this is gonna be so much flavor that bleeds off into this, and that transfers into them beans, right? I see my onions, my bay leaf. She ready, folks. Now, we're just gonna go ahead and add these. Add our beans, right? Oh yeah. One thing I'm not saying that I should have said as soon as I opened the pot, you wanna talk about just like, it's so fragrant, you know what I mean? Just, you can smell it and know this is gonna be good. So if anybody come to your pad, first thing they're gonna say is like, hey, what are you cooking? Right, so we just leave this like this. I'm gonna let it come back up to a boil, well, simmer. I already got it set for a simmer anyway. You wanna be low. Listen, I do usually let it go for about an hour, but this is what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna take a look at it again. I like to like stir it, make sure nothing's sticking on the bottom, make sure I don't have too much heat. That'd be key, right? So listen, I'm gonna look back at it at about, I'm gonna say about 25 to 30 minutes, right? But about 1 hour, and then we go from there. Then I'm gonna tell you all my little tips and tricks to how you make it thick, however you like, you know, you guys wanna make it. I'm gonna show you how I do it. All right. Okay, so look, after you take the top off, now look at this liquid right here. You can see it's starting to try to like thicken up. So what I do is I just take the top off. Look, this is what it looked like after an hour. After you take it off, oh man, this is good right here. Oh my goodness. Look, we're just gonna let it cook just a little bit longer, still soften everything up. We're gonna check the beans, but look, you remember that You remember that onion? Look at that. Y'all thought it was gonna be big, huh? Anyway, we're gonna cook it down, let it continue to cook, let some of this liquid evaporate, and then we'll come back to it. It'll probably take about 30 minutes. After that, we finna put it in a bowl and eat. All right, so look, now I want you guys to come in here and take a look at that. I call this pot liquor too. You guys let me know down in the comment section below what you call it, but I want you to look at that. You see that? Listen, that right there is thick. Now, I can do this. I could grab that right there. I could put this in the Pyrex, you know, like a measuring cup, and I can mash some of that if I want it to be super thick. But all I can tell you is this here is right. Look at that. And you want to know will it shred, right? So you know we got the turkey meat, this turkey wing in here. So let's see if I can get this up. Look at it, it's starting to fall off the bone on its own. A little bit of no resistance. You could just see the meat coming. Look at that right there. That, and then I'm gonna grab one of these cornbread muffins. I know some of y'all thinking like, man, where is that hot water cornbread? So look, let me go ahead and break this down. I might have to put some gloves on because that's nice and hot. I'm gonna get as much as I can off of the bone. And after that, we're gonna get this in here. I'm gonna take everything out and then we finna eat. Okay, so look, you guys just see me. Look, I take the skin off. You know what I mean? Some people would like to leave it on there, but I don't. If you come on in here and take a look at this right here before I start putting it in a bowl, I just want to show you what a pot of joy looks like. Look at that right there. Now, remember we talked about the salt and the pepper, right? I just tasted it. Let me go ahead and take my gloves off because I'm gonna need to get myself a pinch. I'm just gonna give this just 2 pinches. And that's all they need, folks. That right there. Let's go ahead and just work this around a little bit. Get it all mixed up. Get that salt to dissolve. But look, it was just a couple of pinches, just enough to make it, you know, just like settle in, wake up the flavor just a little bit. Just make it a little bit stronger. Now, this right here. If you've been following me for a minute, you know how I get in right here. Look, we finna turn right now, folks. Okay, so look, now we gotta retaste it, right? I'm gonna go ahead and cheat it just a little bit. I'm gonna get some of the beans too. Let me just drain it. Now this is gonna be hot, folks, but this will tell me if it's right. Hey, with that pepper, it's right. And I ain't even put it in my mouth. Hey, this right here, this is it, folks. Not for real, y'all. My grandmama just left here. She made this. You know I be cheating. You know this ain't the first time I did it. Look, I done already sampled it. I know it's right. You know what I mean? But I got the big smile on my face right now because check it out. I get to go in and get it. Now, if you guys come in here and take a look at this, look, as it's cooled just a little bit, look at the thickness. Ain't that like how Granny made it?